Well, it is a good afternoon to you. And after that dramatic penalty shootout between Lomagandi and St. George's to determine who goes through to the semi-finals, well, now we are watching a playoff between Hellenic and Hillcrest. And Hellenic, unfortunately, going out to Peterhouse there, heartbreaking moment. But I'm sure they would be looking to salvage some pride in this particular encounter and finish off in a better place. But as for now, Hillcrest are the ones who are piling the pressure. But that one going a little bit too long. And that will give Hellenic some breathing space. So Matipa Mawere coming through, trying to get the ball across. It was almost some decent control there, but just unfortunately losing sight there for Brett Hay. But he will also stand there to try and make sure that Hillcrest don't get out of their own half and maybe hurt Hellenic on the attack. Now Hillcrest picking it up. Well, we do have now sent forward by Hellenic. Looking to pick it up. Well, Hellenic are able to pick up a foul from that and will be looking to press forward. And they have spread the ball here. Graham Deploy sending it out to Takudzwa Tomu, but he loses possession. Hellenic now trying to challenge for it, but Hillcrest will retain possession at this point. Hillcrest hitting it out wide, but there was absolutely no one there to pick it up. And for that, they might be punished by Hellenic Academy. That one will be hit into play. Well, it's flicked over the top. No control from Hillcrest, but they finally do get a stick to it, and it's back into the middle of the park. And it is Hillcrest who will have the free hit here. But the ball going all the way back to the edge of the circle, or rather in the middle of it. They decide to go for a flick over the top as well. No control on that one, but picked up by Hellenic and Graham Deploy. Now picked up on the far side, swept by Hellenic, being picked up. Tried to be a little bit too fancy there, just turning under pressure. And there we go, hits the foot of the Hellenic player, and with that, it turns possession back to Hillcrest. Now Hillcrest pressing forward in the middle of the park, running a little bit too long. A little bit too long, and with that, Hellenic can now pick up the pace as well, and shielded there, and that should be a free hit in favor of Hellenic. Now looking for options, just looking to slow down play here. Sending it all the way back, now swept across. Picked up by Tomu. Tomu sends it to Deploy. Picked up in the middle of the park again. So Hellenic passing the ball around quite nicely. Circle entry has been made. Now looking to make it into the D. But well intercepted by Hillcrest. And now being picked up here. Lovely stick work to just get past. And it's now Hillcrest on the attack. Just missed the ball there to try and take it into the D. But circle entry will be made at this point. And very easily Hillcrest pick it up through Takomborerwa Mutisi. Now looking to send it across. Misses the shot completely, and that is well defended by Hellenic. Picked up again by Hillcrest, this time round by Chitate. And Chitate is able to squeeze out a foul and a free hit. Sent through the middle. Now picked up. Now here comes Hellenic. Straight down the line. Will have to keep it in play. Sends it across into the D, but nobody waiting on the edge of it. And Hellenic will rue the opportunity of not having enough men forward. Have been able to take on that ball, whilst Hillcrest will breathe a huge sigh of relief. Now flicked over the top. Unable to get there is Bukosinglovu. Now sent across. Just a little bit too long. Now sent back. Bouncing. Now a reverse stick shot. Kicked out by the keeper. Now trying to get into the D. Can he get the shot? Hillcrest there with the first bite of goal mouth action. And just unable to take advantage, especially with the first shot, which was a little bit tame, and allowed Hellenic to reorganize just in time to block out the follow-up shot. Deploy. Chitate. That's a foul on him. Now quickly taken by Hillcrest, looking to flick it into the circle, and that one just bobbled up a little bit too much. Hellenic now looking to counter-attack quickly. Bernardi on the ball. Taps it out on the far side. Looks like Bika cannot make it to the ball. And with that, Hillcrest are able to retain possession. Now playing quite dangerously close to their D. They finally do get it out right through the middle of the park. Just going through a lot of bodies there. Hellenic get the ball past one or two players. Tomu sends it forward to deploy. He can't get to it. Matipa Mawere looking to send it into the D. Now there's a little bit of a tussle in the middle of the park. And Hellenic get the ball. Matipa Mawere sweeps it to the far side. But Bika cannot get onto. Coming to the back, a poor pass intercepted. But the touch a little bit too heavy. Still they gain possession. Now Hillcrest trying to make circle entry. Yes, they have. And it's a foul still in their favor. Just on the edge of the circle. Now taking it. Looking for some options. Looking to take it in. A reverse stick shot. And finally taken. But the umpire blows against Hillcrest. And they'll have to trudge along backwards. Hellenic picking up the ball, heavy touch from Deploy. Chitate gets it across to one of his players. Now Hillcrest on the charge, making circle entry. They're in the circle now, but right on the edge, looking for a cross into the D. The cross comes through, but that was a little bit of a dangerous hit. And that means Hellenic will be on the ball now. Mawere. Intercepted by Hillcrest. Picked up, looking to send it forward. And they still have possession. Now into the D, a shot, and it's a goal! Hillcrest catching Hellenic asleep right there. It was just a quick take, and it was slammed into the roof of the net. As you can see at that point, picked up, a big hit and went straight into the top corner. There was absolutely nothing Hellenic could have done there. So Hillcrest now leading 1-0. Again, Chitate Well intercepted by Hillcrest. Looking to press forward from here. Well, there was a clash of sticks, but Hillcrest are going forward into the D. A reverse stick shot. Well, that didn't quite happen. And since it came off a Hellenic hockey stick, it is going to be a long corner. But let's see how they proceed from this point. From the 23-yard line, Hillcrest are smelling blood here. Good pressure from Hillcrest. Hillcrest pick up the ball through Chitate. And the referee finally blows for a foul. And Hellenic can now try get away because they have been under some serious pressure. Majesty Ohuizu, a foul against him. And a free hit. That is in Hillcrest territory. Liam Taruinga on the ball. Oh, he wanted to send that one straight in, but immediately intercepted by Hillcrest. Picked up. Well, almost left the ball behind there. And with that, well, Hellenic are going to pick it up and are going to start spread the ball wide. And with that, it's quite unfortunate. The first quarter comes to an end. So Hillcrest here drawing first blood in the first quarter, scoring quite magnificently after Hellenic went to sleep in defense. And that's the end of the first quarter. We'll be bringing you the second quarter shortly as Hillcrest lead 1-0 against Hellenic. While we return to the second quarter, it will be another 12 grueling minutes here as Hellenic will look to get back into the thick of things. Hillcrest here, 1 goal to the good. And applying all the pressure as we are seeing immediately they're looking to press on the back line of Hillcrest. And again, another poor pass. And now Bernardi, that one was just touched off his stick. And Matipa Mawere there clashing with the Hillcrest player. And looks like Chitate. And it looks like Hillcrest have received a green card there. Hellenic. Hellenic still trying to make inroads into the D. Sebastian Rodriguez there with the tap out. And he returns to his defensive position. One of the things that I do admire about Hillcrest and what they're doing right now, they're very efficient about their business. Flicking it over the top, but this time round, that wasn't a successful flick. And that means Hellenic now can actually build it. Bernardi straight to Ronak Patel. Ronak Patel maybe just a little bit lethargic there, but he wins the foul into the D. Can they get a flick? Well, there was no hockey stick that was there, but still, they do win the first penalty corner of this match. So it is a short corner in favor of Hellenic. Let's see how they deal with this one. Yeah. What? All right. Majesty Ohizu gets it through. Controlled in the D. A drag flick wasn't executed well enough, but luckily for them, they have a second bite at the cherry. So Hellenic will need to be much faster than that if they intend to score. Majesty Ohizu looking to have a good injection. Sends it in, controlled, outside the D. Back in the D, looking for that flick from Ronak Patel, and they lose possession. So Hillcrest, they're defending very well. But it looks like the umpire has said this might be the third bite of the cherry. So 3 successive short corners. The D, the shot is taken. Well blocked. Can it be taken again? And well done to Hillcrest. They've defended 3 successive short corners, and now they're making it out. Picked up by Hellenic. Can they make use of this territory, this advantage? Ronak Patel still looking for options. Still doing a little bit too much with the ball, but finally has released it to Bernardi. But I don't think Bernardi will be able to get past that Hillcrest defender. Luckily for him, the Hillcrest defender not doing himself any favors. Brought to Ronak Patel in the D, looking to send it across. Can he? There was a touch, and it's still in favor of Hillcrest. Hellenic rather. So it's a long corner, straight from the 23-yard. Brought to Sebastian Rodriguez, sweeps it immediately. Now looking to sweep it into the D. It is in the D, and it is another short corner. This is the 4th one in a row that they've gotten, and still yet to take advantage. It is the second quarter with Hillcrest leading 1-0, and they will surely want to hold on to that lead. Majesty Ohizu. And there we go. Majesty Ohizu there making a huge mistake and making that a short corner of none effect with his antiques. Hillcrest now looking to send it forward. Flicked over the top. Matipa Mawere picks up on the ball, and the foul is blown in his favor. Mawere looking for options, fails to flick it. Hands possession back to Hillcrest, and now looking to push it forward. And unfortunately, as they go forward, they make a mistake of their own. Now flicked over the top, controlled by Hillcrest. Flicked out, he's free. Sent into the circle. It was a poor take. Hillcrest now pushing forward. Told to bring it back to the right position. Now going into the D, and he tries to go for the reverse stick hit, but doesn't quite come off as the umpires call it against Hillcrest. Now picked up. And Hillcrest now run hard at Hellenic here. Looking to go into the D. He crosses it. Nobody was there for Hillcrest. Well defended by Hellenic. Now looking to go around. Ronak Patel sends it across. Can he get somebody on it? Yes, he does. Liam Tarwinga sends it into the D. But it was a wrong choice. And with that, Hillcrest are able to clear their lines. Swept across to the far side. Can Hellenic get back into another attack? Looks like Ronak Patel looking to do quite a bit on the ball. But he might need to be much quicker than that. Well. It looks like Hillcrest have put themselves in another pretty pickle, as they've received another green card. This time round coming up on number 2. That's Mutsogoro. And so Hillcrest have a green card. And will need to just maintain their shape here if they are going to make sure Hellenic remains stuck on 0. Picked up by Hillcrest once again. Looking for some options. Straight by 2 defenders. Was almost able to make it through there. Ronak Patel sends it out wide. Can it be controlled before it goes into touch? Looks like it has. Tries to flick it round. Unsuccessfully there, but they still do have possession. It still is the second quarter, but time is running. Hellenic need to get something in there. Well, that could be a gift, and oh my goodness me, poor concentration, no control, and Hellenic were unable to take advantage of that. Now being flicked over. Taken down by Sebastian Rodriguez. Sent across to Mawere. Mawere sends it. Was almost a little bit too long there. Brought back to Liam Tarwinga. Sends the pass through, but it's poor. Picked up by Hillcrest. Intercepted by Mawere, and it looks like there's another bumping of shoulders here, and that one looks like a yellow card against Hellenic. Well, it's the Hillcrest now that are into the D, but they still maintain possession here, and that should be their first penalty corner. So Hillcrest have their first penalty corner of the match. So Hellenic right now are sitting on what we would call dangerous waters, with both a green card and a yellow card, and Hillcrest are back to a full complement of players. Back into the D, tried to cross it, and that was poor execution. And with that, Hellenic are struggling here, and they will struggle for numbers as Hillcrest has a full complement, and they should make use of this, especially considering the fact that they are in the second quarter. And the yellow card would mean just about 10 minutes out. Oh, the ball sent out wide. Can they control it? Yes, Hellenic finally have. Looks like Ohizu was just trying to go around the defender there. And with that, the siren blows and that is the end of the first half of what has been pretty much a Hillcrest dominated goal mouth action. Hellenic still yet to get out of first gear and really threaten in the way that they should. They had four short corners. They weren't able to take advantage of them. And so Hillcrest go into the halftime break, leading 1-0. However, with a green and a yellow card to contend with. So welcome back to the second half, and of course we're starting with the third quarter. Hillcrest still leading 1-0. Hellenic now just down to a yellow card. The green card is back on, so they are still one man short. And that could prove to be costly in their efforts to try and make things happen. It hasn't particularly been an offensive display here by Hellenic, but it might be for Hillcrest, but just overrunning on the ball there, and in the end, incurring a foot foul. And with that, well, things don't look too good for them, as Hellenic are now able to play out of their own space. But once again, I'm sure Prince Male will not be happy with the execution of the boys. And he will demand more from them. And maybe Hellenic need to just speed up play here. Ronak Patel trying to get it to Matipa Mawere. Benjamin Skinner with a little bit of a tap back, but not enough. And that one a little bit too strong from Hillcrest there. The idea was good to try and get it moving quickly, but, well, didn't quite go out as nicely as they would have expected. Coming back to their number 11, Mutisi. Mutisi. Mutisi picks it up. Now pressing for circle entry. He has made it. And he goes to ground. And with that, it is a penalty corner in favor of Hillcrest. This is their second of the match. Well, it looks like it is going to be injected by Christian Muchemwa. So Muchemwa getting ready to inject. I'm sure he injects it. Now looking to send it across. It was a little bit of a fancy move, but one which didn't quite pay dividends. Picked up by Hillcrest once again. So Hellenic being a little bit sloppy with possession at the moment. Oh, lovely stick work there. Now into the D, looking to send it across. It hits the foot, and it is another short corner. So this is the third short corner for Hillcrest. And Hillcrest once again will call on the services of Christian Muchemwa. Waiting for it at Akomborerwa Mtisi. Looks like he's going to stop it, send it back in. Drag flick. Is it a shot? They go for it. Finally, they do. Keeper keeps it out. But it's going to be another penalty corner. So this one is the fourth now for Hillcrest. Flicked out again. Can they bring it in the D? The shot is taken. Oh, it bounces over. And it, oh, goodness me. Oh, my word. Quite unfortunate for Hellenic there. The shot was taken. Once the injection came through, there we go, number 17 going for the hit, but it came off a hockey stick and straight into the roof of the net, and Hillcrest are in full control now as they lead by 2-0 in the third quarter. That goal coming through from Tinashe Nemacha. Now Hellenic are looking to press forward here and maybe just to speed up their attack. A flick round the defender, but just a tad bit too much. Well controlled, keeps it in play. Really good play coming through. And it looks like there is a short corner in favor of Hellenic. Hellenic have now got a fifth short corner in this match, and they have not scored yet. These are some of the things that they need to get done properly with accuracy. If you don't score your short corners, you will pay the price in the end. Majesty Ohizu sends it in. Into the D, looking for a sweep. Well, that one went wide, but it was an interesting ploy there. From the angle, it was always going to be difficult to score at the near post. Picked up by Hellenic. One too many interesting touches there by Liam Taruinga. But however, circle entry is achieved into the D, and Hillcrest are able to send the ball out. Now picked up by Michael Westhoff. Sent through, flicks over a couple of sticks, and this time round it should be a long corner. Right from the 23-yard line. It is Sambo, or rather Takudzwa Tomu. He sends it wide, but just a little bit too long and can't get to it. And I'm sure Hellenic here will not be happy. Oh, some good stick work by Hillcrest. Yes, they're trying to send it in. Coming through from Ryan Doro. But he's penalized. And Hellenic can now get themselves out. That one flicked over. And Hillcrest make good headway there. Center cross. Poor control coming through from Ricky White. And with that, they might just be punished for it. So Hillcrest still in the lead, 2-0. Hellenic with all to do. Interception. Oh my word, that should definitely be a card. It is a green card immediately signaled by the umpire there, and that's number 2 of Hellenic, or rather number 2 of Hillcrest there. So it's Kimberly Mutsogoro who goes off, and Hillcrest will have to deal with one man short. Hillcrest was just about to run away with that one, but there is a foul. 2 substitutions coming on, Bika and Benadi. Well, a third one also coming on. We're also seeing Graham Duploy. Good interception from Hillcrest here, who are now really dictating the pace of the game. Circle entry into the D. Can they take the shot? A little bit too lethargic in his approach there. But nonetheless, it is Hellenic now who get their own green card. And it looks like cards are being dished out like confetti at the moment. Hellenic having a green card, just yet to confirm the number that is coming out to sit. It's a yellow card actually for Hellenic. Looks like my eyesight is failing me. And Hillcrest will have, and it's number 16 of Hellenic Academy. That's Matthew Landman. And it is going to be a penalty flick that is in favor of Hillcrest, and I'm sure that would put the match to bed. And so coming and stepping up for Hillcrest here is number 13, Ryan Doro. Getting ready for it. Waiting on the referee. He flicks it and it's saved. Well, what a save by the keeper there. That should inspire Hellenic, despite the fact that they are one man down. Maybe a little bit too confident. That penalty flick going straight to the keeper, no angle to it, and well saved. But Hillcrest are still pressing. They say if we can't score from the penalty spot, we'll score it from open play. Picked up. Intercepted by Hillcrest. Hillcrest putting on some really good pressure in defense. Maybe some miscommunication between the two. Looks like there's a foot foul there. Hillcrest was looking to press forward. Picked up by Christian Muchemwa. Sends it into the D. But already there was a challenge there. And that was a foul. So Hillcrest back to a full complement after that green card, but Hellenic still suffering because of that yellow card. Passed out, now looking to sweep it forward. Picked up by Bika, Krishay Bika. Now coming to Mtisi. And that is the siren for the third quarter. We are entering into the fourth and final quarter, and Hillcrest are in a comfortable 2-0 lead against Hellenic. The fourth and final quarter coming to you shortly. So welcome back to the fourth and final quarter. All to do for Hellenic. Maybe the boys just sensing a little bit of, being tired. We did say it's a warm day out here at the St. John's AstroTurf. All of the cold, chilly weather that we were experiencing earlier on in the term, no longer a part of it. Ryan Doro picking up the ball. He just missed a penalty flick. I mean, that was a dream opportunity for him to just send Hillcrest into a comfortable position and put the final nail on the coffin of Hellenic. But you never know what could happen in the final quarter. A clash of sticks there, and Hillcrest come out the beneficiaries of that free hit. Coming now from Nemacha. Trying to go around a defender there, and he doesn't succeed. Now Hellenic will be looking to make circle entry, but immediately possession comes back to Hillcrest. Hillcrest flick it forward. Oh, well taken on the run. Getting into the D, the shot, and he misses the ball totally, completely. And still they regain possession, so they won't cry too much about that one. Comes round, across into the box, goes for it, but the young man wearing number 10, Christian Muchemwa, goes down and stays down. And we do hope that as the Medics are running onto the field of play, they can quickly take care of whatever injury he would have incurred there. But it looks like he's getting up to his feet. Looks like he's going to be okay. And he is fine. And so, well done to the young man. Hellenic, still all to do. Past one or two defenders there. Hard running. Really hard running, but he needs to keep it in play. Unfortunately, he ran out of turf. And with that, luckily enough, it looks like there was a touch and an infringement against the Hellenic player. Now sent through into the circle, into the D, and the referee has called for an infringement, and it's just outside the circle, or rather outside the D. Sent backwards. They need a circle entry and into the D as well. They sweep it across. Looks like there's absolutely no control. Graham Deploy was not going to get to that one, and Bika was far away from it. So Hellenic being enemies of their own progress, one would say. Matipa Mawere has to play with some urgency here. They don't have many quarters to bank on. Picked up by Deploy. Well intercepted by Hillcrest. Now being sent forward. Taken by Deploy. Backwards, swept across. Picked up. Bobbled in the air just a little. looking for some control. And this time round, the free hit goes to Hellenic. Now trying to make it into the D, and the ref blows for a green card. It's been given to Hillcrest. And just taking a look at who's coming off the field of play here, it is their number 7, Bukosi Ndlovu. Now trying to take the shot was Liam Taruinga, and a lot of sticks clashing here. But you still feel that the green cards will not hurt Hillcrest as much. It's 2 players off the field of play, but they're the ones that seem to be attacking and are more incisive, as is the case right now with the ball going into the D, but quickly swept out by Hellenic. Can they use their 2-man advantage? A foot foul there by Ronak Patel does not add to the cause. However, it looks like the umpires were blowing for a prior infringement. And it looks like Hillcrest here are going to be substituting their goalkeeper. And it looks like Selby Mashiki is now coming on for Kelvin Kafidze. Liam Taruinga looking for a way through. Can't find it. Sweeps it. Picked up. Ronak Patel looking for a way through. A shot. Oh! Hits the post. A shot again. And it's missed. But before that second shot came in, that was a foul against Hellenic. But that was decent play by Hellenic here. Ronak Patel went for that stick shot. Just unfortunately couldn't get it in goal. And looks like a really good save as well that came through. Flicked over the top. Needs some control. Picked up by Hellenic. Spread out wide by Mawere. Poor pass there. Poor take. Well, it looks like he's doing ups with the hockey stick there. Juggling the ball as he's running. And it's very much legal. Hillcrest breaking through into the D. Goes for the shot. And it's a goal. It is a goal. What a goal. What a goal. What a goal coming through from Hillcrest there. And it looks like it is number 14 who has done it for them. For Hillcrest, and Hillcrest are now leading 3-0. Hellenic surely just don't have an answer for Hillcrest here. And as I did mention before, as the afternoon wears on, the boys will get tired, and it will be an issue of conditioning. And it looks like Hillcrest are more conditioned than the boys at Hellenic. Liam Taruinga picks the ball up, tries to send it into the D. He achieved that, but Bika was falling short there. Takomborerwa Mutisi feeling a little bit disappointed. It's now flicked over the top. Taken now, but there was no control there. And Hillcrest are now going to pick up the ball. And I'm sure it's just an issue of game management. If they do inflict more damage on Hellenic, I'm sure they will be very touched. That is a clash of bodies, and that might just be another green card that will come out here for Mutisi. So a green card for Mutisi. Of Hillcrest. A flick over the top and straight into the commentary box. Luckily for me, I did have a tent, so I am protected. Otherwise, it could have been quite a sorry ending to this day. Well, here we go. as Hillcrest tried to go forward, but that doesn't work out for them. Hellenic now looking to up the ante, but this is some of the stuff that they needed to have put in play a little bit earlier on in the match. Now that the 3 goals down, I think it really won't mean much, whatever they do at this particular point. Hillcrest firmly in the driving seat, and Hellenic clearly with no answer for the boys from Mutare. You do know that the boys from Mutare generally called the Leopards. And today, looks like the Leopards took a bite-sized chunk out of the Hellenic defense with 3 good goals. They still have a green card, but somehow, some way, Hellenic are just unable to penetrate. Here comes Hellenic. Ball coming through to, it was Takudzwa Tomu, but immediately intercepted. And Hellenic, or rather Hillcrest in full control, now pressing forward. Again, he picks it up. The young man is not 5 meters back. And Hillcrest have got this young man who keeps on driving further and further into the circle. He has made circle entry, but this free hit has been given just outside. The cross that was coming into the D was so dangerous because Hellenic had nobody covering on the back post. But luckily for them, they are able to survive. And I think it's now a matter of just playing for pride. Not a sight that Prince Mwale would love to see. But his boys look like they are soundly beaten at the moment. Still trying to find a way through. Flicked across. Graham Deploy. Benjamin Skinner. Hillcrest still defending. The green card is over and done with now. They're back to a full complement of players. And you kind of wonder when you're looking at these hockey rules that wouldn't they be applicable to football? When a player receives a red card, he would come back on the field of play. But definitely not happening anytime soon. And there we go. Hillcrest continue to pile on the pressure. And they seem like they wanted more than Hellenic at the present moment. And Hillcrest continue to press forward. But this time round, conceding a foul. So a flick over the top to Benjamin Skinner. Really not much time left in the match. It's really playing for pride. And there goes the siren. And the Leopards from Mutare are definitely happy with the result. Hellenic Academy going down 3-0 to Hillcrest. Hillcrest clearly the much better side, the more intense and more hungry side in this particular encounter. So Hillcrest will definitely be going home with a big smile on their face, and that will be a trip that will happen tomorrow, of course. But as for today, the sun will definitely set with the Leopards smiling against Hellenic. Hillcrest 3, Hellenic 0.